The Young and the Restless lie, and our recap for Wednesday, April 30, reveals that Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, and Victoria Newman Amelia Heimel will panic over Cole Howard's J. Eddie Peck medical crisis. A doctor will be needed ASAP, so here's what I and our fans can expect on Wednesday's exciting episode. At the GCAC, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, will talk to Sally Spectra Courtney Hope about cutting Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, loose, and will confirm that his offer to team up with Sally was serious. Although Sally won't be ready to commit to the job yet, Billy will make all kinds of positive predictions about their team effort and will hope for good news soon. After Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan's sets up a Crimson Lights meeting with Lauren Baldwin, Tracy E. Bregman, she'll find Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, and Connor Newman, Judah Mackey there. Once Adam gets updates on Chelsea seeking advice from Lauren, he'll grow hopeful about Chelsea taking him up on his offer to work together. Lauren will eventually sit down with Chelsea and learn she's indeed thinking about quitting Marchetti to join Newman Media. However, Chelsea won't want to leave Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, in a bind. Chelsea will wonder if Sally could handle taking over the creative director position while still working on the Marchetti Z line. Lauren will acknowledge that it's a lot of work and will think it's best for Chelsea to talk to Sally before they go to Summer. Chelsea will worry about the awkwardness and won't want to speak with Sally until she's sure of what she wants to do. Lauren will urge Chelsea to trust her instincts and will promise to back her up either way. At Society, Claire will tell Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, that she exchanged love declarations with Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller. Talk will turn to Claire deciding to look for a new place with Kyle, but she'll fear Victor's going to blow up and maybe even retaliate. Nikki will ultimately convince Claire that this information has to come in stages, so she'll want to open the door to this topic and soften Victor up. At the Tack House, Victoria will grow increasingly concerned about Cole since his cough will keep getting worse. The fact that Cole seems to have a fever will add to Victoria's worries. Cole will continue to downplay this as a cold or flu at first, so he'll think he just needs to sleep it off at the athletic club alone. Victoria will want to take care of Cole instead and will repeatedly push him to see a doctor. Once Claire stops by to pick up some work and reveal Nikki's plan to help her with Victor, she'll see that Cole is resting on the sofa and will question Victoria. Both Victoria and Claire will panic over Cole's persistent coughing fits. In the end, even Cole will realize this isn't just a cold and will decide he indeed needs to see a doctor. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Cole could be facing a devastating diagnosis soon, so stay tuned. CDL will have other hot Young and the Restless spoilers, updates and news, so make us your one-stop lie and our source. The Young and the Restless recap. Wednesday, April 30, Cole's medical crisis sparks panic. Sally faces a career crossroads. The bustling world of Geno City is never short on drama, and Wednesday, April 30, brings a whirlwind of emotional confrontations, pivotal career decisions, and a health scare that could change everything for one beloved family. From Cole Howard's alarming medical crisis to Sally Spectra's tempting job offer, here's a detailed look at the gripping events unfolding on The Young and the Restless. Cole's health scare sends Victoria and Claire into a tailspin. At the Newman family's Tack House, the atmosphere is heavy with concern. Victoria Newman, Amelia Heimel, ever the protective daughter and mother, is grappling with growing unease over Cole Howard's J. Eddie Peck deteriorating health. What began as a nagging cough has escalated into something far more troubling. Cole, typically stoic and dismissive of minor ailments, is struggling to maintain his usual composure. His face is flushed, his breathing labored, and a fever seems to have taken hold. "Cole, you're burning up," Victoria says, her voice laced with worry as she presses a hand to his forehead. "This isn't just a cold. You need to see a doctor now." Cole, sprawled on the sofa with a blanket draped over him, waves her off with a weak smile. "It's just the flu, Vicky. A little rest, some fluids, and I'll be back to myself in no time. I'll head to the athletic club and sleep it off." But Victoria isn't buying it. She's seen enough crises in her life to know when something feels wrong, and the persistent coughing fits that interrupt Cole's words are setting off alarm bells. "You're not going anywhere except to a hospital," she insists, her tone firm, but tinged with fear. "I'm not taking no for an answer." The tension in the Tack House is palpable. a stark contrast to the warm, rustic decor that usually makes the space feel
mind
like
races with
possibilities, each more frightening than the last. Could this be something serious? A virus? Or something worse? Her history with loss and tragedy fuels her determination to act quickly. The situation takes a turn when Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, Victoria's daughter, arrives to pick up some work documents. Claire's presence injects a new layer of urgency into the scene. She pauses in the doorway, her eyes widening as she takes in Cole's condition. "Mom, what's going on?" "He looks awful," she says, dropping her bag and rushing to the sofa. "He's been coughing nonstop, and now he's running a fever." Victoria explains, her voice trembling slightly. "I've been trying to convince him to see a doctor, but he's being stubborn." Claire kneels beside Cole, her face etched with concern. "Cole, listen to Mom. This doesn't sound like a cold. You need to get checked out." Her voice is gentle but insistent, a reflection of the bond she's been rebuilding with both Victoria and Cole after years of turmoil. Cole, weakened but still trying to maintain control, sighs heavily. All right, you two win. I'll go to the doctor. But I'm telling you, it's probably nothing." Victoria and Claire exchange a glance, their shared worry unspoken but unmistakable. They know Cole's tendency to downplay his struggles, and they're not about to let him brush this off. As Claire helps Cole gather his things, Victoria makes a quick call to arrange for a doctor to see him immediately. The urgency of the moment underscores the deep love and loyalty that bind this fractured family, even as they face the unknown. The young and the restless spoilers hint that Cole's visit to the doctor could lead to a devastating diagnosis, raising the stakes for the Newmans. Will this health scare bring them closer together, or will it unearth new challenges? Fans will have to stay tuned to find out. Billy and Sally plot a bold new venture at the GCAC. Meanwhile, at the Genoa City Athletic Club, a different kind of drama is unfolding. Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, always on the lookout for the next big move, is deep in conversation with Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope. The pair share a booth in the club's sleek dining area, the hum of activity around them a perfect backdrop for their high-stakes discussion. Billy leans forward, his eyes gleaming with ambition. "I'm serious about this, Sally. Cutting Phyllis loose was the right call. She's brilliant, but she's a wild card. I need someone I can trust, someone with vision. That's you." Sally, sipping her coffee, raises an eyebrow. "Flattering, Billy, but you're moving fast." "I haven't even said yes yet." Billy chuckles, undeterred. I know, but hear me out. You and me working together, we'd be unstoppable. Your creativity, my resources, we could shake things up at Abbott Chancellor in a big way." Sally's mind is racing. The offer is tempting, no question. Her tenure at Marchetti has been rewarding, but the chance to collaborate with Billy on a larger scale is a career-defining opportunity. Still, she's cautious. Her past missteps in Genoa City have taught her to weigh her options carefully. "I'm not saying no," she says slowly, "but I need time to think it over. This is a big step." Billy nods, respecting her hesitation but clearly eager to seal the deal. "Take all the time you need, just know I'm betting on us." I can already see the headlines. Abbott and Spectra redefine the game. Sally can't help but smile at his enthusiasm. Billy's confidence is infectious, and the idea of a fresh start is undeniably appealing. As they part ways, Billy's words linger in her mind, planting the seeds for what could be a transformative partnership. Will Sally take the leap, or will her loyalty to Marchetti hold her back? Only time will tell. Chelsea's career dilemma and a coffee shop conundrum. Over at Crimson Lights, the cozy coffee shop is buzzing with its usual mix of patrons, but for Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, the atmosphere feels charged with possibility and uncertainty. Chelsea has arranged to meet Lauren Baldwin, Tracy E. Bregman, to discuss a major career decision, but before Lauren arrives, she runs into Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, and their son, Connor Newman, Judah Mackey. "Mom!" Connor exclaims, rushing to hug her. Chelsea's face lights up, but her smile falters slightly when she locks eyes with Adam. Their co-parenting relationship has been a delicate dance, and today's encounter carries an extra layer of complexity.